Good morning, Unity San Antonio. How's everyone doing this morning? All right. Well, I'm so glad to see all of your faces here with us this morning. Let's go ahead and open up with some music together.
Something great has happened and love has taken hold and it won't let go of us now. Something here is calling us forward, upward motion with drops in one ocean. Roll on, will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. The dream of the highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share this with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now, right now, right now. Every day's a chance you can do something amazing. Feel your passion blazing and shine. Paint with every vision and dance in new directions. Explore new heights in your mind. I will rise up with you today. Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live the dream of the highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share this with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now, right now, right now. One dream, one voice, one heart, one world. One dream, one voice, one heart, one world. One dream, one voice, one heart, one world. Live your dream of the highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together. Live the dream of your highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Let's stand together now. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Let's stand together now. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Let's stand together now.
All right, are you awake yet? I am. All right. My name is Tammy Carrillo. I'm the Youth Ministry Director here at Unity of San Antonio. I'd like to invite the kids and teens to come join me, please. Hello. Come on up. While they're coming up, I'll share that every Sunday we welcome and bless our youth with a youth candle lighting ritual. We open with a call and response that allows us to affirm the truth of our youth and for our youth to affirm the truth for themselves. You will be saying your words up there, and then I'll have a youth come help me up here to say their part. And hopefully the rest of the youth will join in with that statement. Want to help? Okay, let's go. God is light.
I am life.
Good.
I am light. I am joy. I am love. I am beauty. I am peace. I am power. All these things God is, I am.
If you'll join me, please, for our children and teen blessing. Children and teens, we know who you are. You are the light of God. We love you, we bless you, we celebrate you, and we see you doing great things. And then we have a blessing for our friends and family, if, kids and teens, if you'll join me.
Family, we love you, we bless you, we believe in you, and we thank you. Namaste.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
Good morning, beautiful souls. Shall we start our time together with prayer? Make yourself comfortable, if you would. Take a breath in and let it go. Allow yourself to arrive here in this moment. And if you would, I invite you to allow my words to be yours, my I to be your I. This morning, I remind myself yet again that there is one power, one presence in my life in which I live and move and have my being, because there is only one power, one presence, one life. And I remind myself yet again that because there is only one, I must be an expression or an emanation of this one spirit. And all the good that I could possibly want is already mine, for God is all and I am of God. And so I bring myself into alignment with the truth that the life of this spirit flows through every atom of my being, revitalizing and invigorating every part of my physical body. I bring myself into alignment with the truth that the abundance that is God is my abundance, and it flows through every atom of my being with joy and enthusiasm, quickening my mind, sourcing my every thought and action. And as I bring myself into alignment with this truth, I realize yet again that I cannot be separate from that which is mine to express. And so I accept and embrace the knowing that everything I need is right where I am. For the all that is all that is. The life of God is my life. The love of God is my love. The peace of God is my peace. The wisdom of God, my wisdom. The joy of God, my joy. The harmony of God is my harmony. The abundance of God is my abundance in all of its forms. And the mind that I use is the mind of God, where at the point where it individuates as me. And so all creative ideas are available to me. And this morning, I do more than just know this truth. I accept it. I surrender to it. I surrender to the truth that this infinite presence in all of its fullness is expressing as me. And as I accept and surrender to this foundational truth, I discover a joy, a delight welling up in me, for I am supported and held in the astonishingly and profoundly perfect embrace of the living love and presence that is God. And because it is so, I accept it as so, and so it is.
When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
Good morning. The music here is so great. What a way to start your week. Thank you much. Is it on? Light was on. It's red. We're good? Okay. I guess you all can hear me. Anyway, my name is Inez Lancaster, and on behalf of our entire community, welcome to Unity of San Antonio. We are so glad you're here. And I love looking. This is so neat to see you all. I guess this isn't on, is it? It's red. I'm good. Oh. Yeah, I'm a lot shorter than I used to be. Really? Oh. Unity of San Antonio is a spiritual community rooted in love, inclusion, and growth. We draw wisdom from many traditions, and we offer practical tools for living ways of thinking and being that bring more peace, more clarity, and joy into your everyday life. And it's really true, because when I started Unity, 40, 50 years ago, it totally changed my life because I changed the way I thought about things. And y'all can do that too. At the heart of everything we do is a simple but profound belief, and that is that each of us is a unique expression of the divine. And we are here to support one another in discovering and living from that truth. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. If this is the first time here, would you please and thank you raise your hand so that we can encourage you? Yay! So glad to see you. And if this is your second or third time here, will you raise your hand so that we can celebrate your return? All right. In the seat pocket in front of you, you'll find a black envelope that says, "This is for you." Inside, you'll find a little information about Unity of San Antonio and a short welcome form. If you'd like to stay connected and hear about what's happening in our community, just fill it out and either place it in the offering basket later in the service or hand it to an usher on your way out. We typically send 1 or 2 e-blasts a month, and we'll never share your email with anyone, ever. If this is your very first time with us, please pick up a free copy of the Daily Word from one of our welcome team members as you leave. It's a Unity booklet offering daily affirmative messages and practical spiritual teachings. Our little gift to you for spending your morning with us. And please welcome Selby Ochoa, I got it, and Heather Dubois to the platform for an important announcement. Let's see.
Thanks, Heather. Good morning, everyone. I just have a few announcements and some reminders. We are currently looking for a cafe host and hospitality host volunteers to join our team. So if y'all are interested or wanting to get more involved, just find me after church. And then reminder, we are also doing our showing of the I Am by Tom, and I'm going to butcher this last name, Shadiak, I think. Anyways, it seems really good, but it's happening the first Friday of June at 7 p.m., and then we're going to have drinks, popcorn, and a little bit of time to connect afterwards. But don't forget, that is in June, the first Friday of June. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. So as the treasurer of your board, I just wanted to stand here today with deep, deep gratitude, because we had our beautiful little plumbing issue over there and used our reserves, our reserve account, to pay for some of those. And then we put out a call on a Tuesday, help. We need a little bit more. We're about $15,000 short. And we have now, as of today, we've had all of you come together, and we've been gifted, or this community has been gifted a little over $16,000. So thank you for your care and love of this community, because it is us who show up to make this community work every single day. So thank you for that. And I did also want to give just a brief update on our Unity Table event that's going on. Almost every event is sold out. Almost all of the events sold out, and then there was a little bit over $3,000 that was earned from that fundraiser. So thank you so much for your love of this community.
Wow. That is so awesome. Let's see, where was I? Okay. I want to briefly highlight what's happening in our community this month, and there's opportunities to connect and grow and serve. If you'd like to nourish your inner life, we have some beautiful offerings. A Course in Miracles, our Sangha group, and coming in June, movie night that she told you about. That sounds great. Midweek, you can restore yourself at our Singing Bowl service or sit in stillness with Joe Dispenza meditation group. If what you're craving is connection, we'd love for you to find your people, whether it's Wowza, our women's group, our men's group, our veterans group, our Zoom healing circle, or our first of the month potluck. June's theme is You're a Rap Star Dad, Rap Bar. I like that. That's kind of neat. And if you're feeling called to give back, our Earth Care team would love to have you. They have a recycling plant tour coming up on the 20th, or explore any of our volunteer teams. When you'll find that serving and connecting have a way of happening at the same time. For all the details, including dates and times, visit our website. Everything you need is there. You can also grab a paper calendar at the vestibule. As you came in this morning, you were offered a red, yellow, or green sticker to wear. This is our friendly, low-tech way of honoring each other's different comfort levels, because we're a wonderfully varied bunch. You'll see the sticker guide on the screen behind me. Simply choose the welcome that feels right to you. And I have all the colors, red, green, and yellow on today. So before you lean in for a hug or extend a hand, take a quick peek at sticker colors and honor one another with the kind of greeting that feels right for you. And make a point of saying hello to someone new to you. Now, feel free to stand and greet one another.
time in my life, I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've gotta let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you've got to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. My heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. My heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Let the Spirit run my life. My heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Aren't you glad y'all are here and didn't miss that? Oh my gosh. Y'all are amazing. Let's see. Every Sunday, I love watching each other greet each other. It truly brings me joy, and it reminds me of exactly why we do what we do. Would you please join me in affirming our purpose statement together? Through the pursuit of truth in both the seen and unseen, we are a catalyst for harmony, a loving and authentic spiritual community rooted in belonging, acceptance, and peace. Prayer is one of the most powerful ways that we participate in our own spiritual growth. At Unity, we pray by affirming truth, holding the highest possibility for your life as already present, already alive within you. If you're carrying something today and would like support in holding that vision, our prayer chaplains are here for you. You'll find a prayer card in the seat back in front of you. Simply fill it out, place it in the offering basket later in the service. You're also welcome to meet with a prayer chaplain personally after service, and online prayer requests can be submitted through the prayer link on our website. Everything shared is held in complete confidence, and we are blessed to have two of our prayer chaplains with us today, already holding sacred space for this entire service. Would you please both stand so that if you need them, you'll know exactly who to look for. Hey. Unity of San Antonio thrives because of you, and if you'd like to make a donation today, giving options will appear on the screen behind me. And if you're interested in our program of regular or recurring giving, Kelly in the administrative office would love to hear from you. Thank you for your generosity. It is together that we co-create this community. I invite you now to prayerfully open to the flow of substance in you, through you, and as you. Unity Minister Eric Butterworth wrote that we should build on the awareness of ever-present substance and expand your faith in the stability of your own inner wholeness. Let that truth settle in for just a moment. And from that place of inner abundance, let us bless our offerings together. I am a living expression of divine abundance. As I give from the fullness of my time, talent, and treasure, I open wide the channels of infinite prosperity.
Girls, I think you guys got lit up with something this morning. It was fabulous. It was like, wow, fire on the stage. So, good morning, everybody. So for those of you who are new, I just want to say that we do not normally have an enormous pile of dirt on this side of the building and on the front of the building. That's a special event. That should be taken care of probably within the next week or so. We think all of that will disappear. So anyway, welcome. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Reverend Nina Clark, and I am the minister here at Unity of San Antonio. And I just like to say that the message that we offer here is constant, that you are welcome here. Whether you walk into this spiritual center wearing tennis shoes, penny loafers, flip-flops, Birkenstocks, 6-inch heels, cowboy boots, or black and white Oxfords, you are welcome here. We are a community of intentional welcome. We work to keep our circles open, and we fill our calendar with a variety of activities ranging from today's service to our once-a-month Wednesday evening services to classes and small groups and workshops and concerts and masquerade balls and fun and food. And if any of this would serve you in any way, please feel 100% welcome to join in. One time over in hospitality, somebody said, can I go to the movie? And I go, well, yeah, of course. And they go, why would you think you couldn't? Because I'm not a member. You do not need to be a member here to do any of the activities that we offer here. Everything is wide open to you. Please know that. And I think Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, who are the co-founders of Unity, said it best when they wrote, it's one of my favorite quotes, "The doors of Unity swing in for all who want to come and study." I think that says it all. So we mean it when we say, you are welcome here. So last week, we began a series that we were calling Once Upon a Power. And if you weren't here, don't worry, you haven't missed the boat. Here's the Reader's Digest version. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore came to the understanding that we are each endowed with 12 powers, also called attributes, abilities, aspects. And these are faith, strength, love, wisdom, power, understanding, imagination, zeal, will, order, elimination, and life. And there are note cards in the seat back in front of you with a little, what do they call it, little clipboard if you want to take notes. Just kidding. Not kidding, but kidding. What do they say? So we don't acquire these powers out there somewhere. They're already a part of you. And they are a part of you because they are aspects of God, the infinite all that is. And because you are created out of that one life, you cannot be separate from these attributes. And so my goal for this series is to bring these powers alive for you in a way that opens you more to your own potential, regardless of whether you walked in here today floating on cloud 9 or feeling like you're in the toilet swirl flush stage, or whether you feel like you're sitting in the bottom of a pit. My goal is still to bring these powers to life for you. So last week we explored faith and strength through two hobbits named Frodo Baggins and Samwise Gamgee, and I just heard that it inspired somebody to go back and watch the whole series again, the whole trilogy. So, yay! And we discovered that we all have a Frodo in us, a part of us that feels exhausted, overwhelmed, barely holding on. And in this day, there's a lot in the world that's drawing our attention, and we can have days where we wake up, we don't even know why, but we feel that way. And we all have a Sam, that part that absolutely refuses to give up, that part that holds faith when everything else feels like it's collapsed. They're both present, and they're both necessary. And necessary because if you think about it, Frodo's dilemma brought Sam's abilities to the surface. And we so often discover what we are capable of in the face of adversity or challenges, don't we? So last week, we were on the slopes of Mount Doom. And this week, we're headed to Hogwarts, where we'll explore the companion powers of love and wisdom. And I say companion powers deliberately because these two belong together in a way that I think will resonate deeply with you once you hear it. Ernest Holmes, who's the founder of what is now called Centers for Spiritual Living, writes of love and wisdom as nearly inseparable, and for good reason. Love without wisdom can become misdirected. It can tip into enabling, carrying someone else's burden so completely that we rob them of the very struggle that might strengthen them. Kind of like when somebody lovingly, very lovingly, helps a chick to hatch from her egg. The gesture comes from a place of pure love, but wisdom knows that the struggle itself is what gives her wings their strength. Love without wisdom can become self-abandoning, giving so much of ourselves away that there's nothing left to give. What looks like generosity from the outside can quietly disempower and diminish the very people that it looks to help. And wisdom without love can become cold. It can see the situation with perfect clarity and still miss the person standing in it. Like a doctor who delivers an accurate diagnosis with such clinical detachment that the patient leaves the office feeling frightened and utterly alone rather than informed and cared for. Wisdom without love can make the right call in exactly the wrong way, leaving someone feeling like a problem to be solved rather than like a human being to be loved. But together they yield, in Sharon Connor's words, the best possible decision and action. Erasmus, a 15th century Dutch philosopher, theologian, and scholar, wrote, "Bidden or not bidden, God is present," which means love and wisdom as expressions of that presence are already here, already in you, whether you've formally invited them in or not. So let's talk about love first. And I'm not talking about the greeting card version, although there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And it's also not that warm, fuzzy feeling that comes and goes depending on other people's behaviors. We're going to go a little deeper than that. Sharon Connors writes that love is a decision we make, and perhaps one of our most important life decisions. And love is both a noun and a verb, a state of heart, and an action that expresses what's in the heart. A decision. That's important because decisions require consciousness and intention, which means love as a spiritual power is something we choose to bring forward rather than something that simply just happens to us. But what is love? Ernest Holmes writes that love is a synonym for God. And God is love, the universal outpouring of the Spirit through law, wisdom, life, and action. Love is not just an emotion, but the underlying essence of the universe. The underlying essence of the universe. So that's where we start, with love as the very fabric of what is. And physicist Brian Swim calls love allurement. Isn't that a great word? Allurement. The attracting power that holds things together. And William March takes it even a step further by writing, gravity is love. The love of Mother Earth draws all things to it. And all of the authors that I'm quoting here have all written books on 12 powers, so that's where I'm getting these from. And if love is already the underlying presence, the essence of everything, already present in every situation, every relationship, every moment of apparent chaos, then consciously directing it isn't manufacturing something from scratch. It's aligning ourselves with what's already there. So Wart says, if you're in a chaotic situation, you can direct love to the situation and harmony will be restored. It's pretty powerful. Love as gravity, love as harmony, love as the force that holds everything together, and love as the underlying essence of everything. That is marvelously heady stuff, I think. But love needs this wisdom to balance it in order to find its fullest expression. So Connors describes wisdom and divine wisdom in this way. It walks the path of immense compassion in the direction of peace, wearing shoes of spiritual principle. Isn't that cool? And she adds, wisdom is crystal clear about the difference between being right and doing the right thing. Being right and doing the right thing. Anyone else get caught in that every once in a while? It's not always the same thing, is it? Interestingly, Charles Fillmore located divine wisdom. He's put all the 12 powers in different parts of the body, and he's located divine wisdom in the solar plexus, close to the heart, as if the body itself knows that wisdom and love belong together. So how do we access this kind of wisdom? And Connors and Warch both point in the same direction, not through mental effort or forced solutions, but through stillness, through prayer, through getting quiet enough to let the right feeling or knowing rise up in you. And now, I'd like to take you to Hogwarts, because there are two people there who have something to show us about love and wisdom. And so for those of you less familiar with the Harry Potter universe, some brief context. Severus Snape is a professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. He's not an easy man to like. He's cold, cutting, and appears throughout most of the story to be working against Harry at every turn. He is complicated and wounded and difficult. Albus Dumbledore, on the other hand, is the headmaster of Hogwarts, wise, warm, and beloved, the great architect of the resistance against the wizard Voldemort, the story's primary embodiment of evil. And for those of you who were here last week, you'll know what's coming. In Unity, we don't teach evil, so we'll say he's a wizard who is not aligned with his higher self and is deeply entrenched in a belief in separation, which has caused him to pursue unlimited power outside of himself. And yes, we may be making a habit of this every week. It is through the relationship between these two men, complicated, costly, and largely hidden from view, that love and wisdom find each other in this story. We discover the truth of it through Harry's eyes, literally. He finds himself in a magical pensieve inside Snape's memories, watching scenes he was never meant to see. And the first memory takes us back years before Harry was born. Snape has just learned that the woman that it's not too many years before Harry was born, just a little bit before Harry was born. Snape has just learned that the woman that he has loved since childhood, Lily, Harry's mother, is being directly hunted by Voldemort. And he goes to Dumbledore and pleads with him to protect Lily. Everything else, his pride, his past, his anger, has fallen away. Nothing is more important than her safety. And Dumbledore holds his gaze as he walks towards him and says, "What will you give me in exchange, Severus?" And Snape says, "Anything." One word, which carries everything for Snape. And Snape will spend the rest of his life living inside that single word. He will become a double agent, navigating impossible danger on both sides. He will protect Harry, the son of the woman he loved and the man he despised at every turn, and he will do that in ways that Harry never recognizes or appreciates. Snape will be misunderstood, despised, and ultimately die without ever receiving acknowledgement for what he carried. And here is why this is divine love and not a human sentiment, not warm feeling, not love that requires recognition or reward to sustain itself. Snape's love asked for nothing in return. It didn't need to be seen or credited or appreciated. It was something he simply held, unconditionally, unwavering, for 17 years, for longer than that. That is love as a spiritual power. Sharon Connors writes, "Love consistently offers opportunities to stretch our hearts, ever increasing our capacity to love until it reaches its full potential. Unconditional and unstoppable, all-encompassing and breathtakingly creative." Shall I say that again? Life consistently offers opportunities to stretch our hearts, ever increasing our capacity to love until it reaches its full potential, unconditional and unstoppable, all-encompassing and breathtakingly creative. And that's Snape's story arc in a single sentence. Now, the second memory. Harry watches as Snape learns something devastating, that Harry must die, that Dumbledore has been protecting him all these years, not simply out of goodness, but because Harry carries a piece of Voldemort's soul that must be destroyed at exactly the right moment. And Snape is horrified, and he says, "So when the time comes, the boy must die? You've kept him alive so that he can die at the proper moment? You've been raising him like a pig for slaughter?" And then Dumbledore says, "So, After all this time, have you grown to care for Harry? And in response, Snape raises his wand, and from the tip emerges a silver doe, a Patronus, a guardian of pure positive energy. It's a charm that is a projection of hope and happiness and the desire to survive. And the doe had been Lily's Patronus, unchanged after all these years. And Snape had adopted it as his own. And Dumbledore looks at it, moved, and says, "Lily, after all this time?" And Snape says, "Always." One word, carrying a lifetime of hidden devotion, of costly, unrecognized, unwavering love. And that is the love faculty at its fullest expression, unconditional and unstoppable. But, as those of us who have read the books know, as the story unfolds, Snape's love, for much of the time, operates without wisdom. It gets tangled in bitterness and old wounds. It expresses itself as cruelty towards Harry, who looks so much like the father that Snape despised, and yet with eyes like the mother, a constant reminder of the woman he held so dear. The love was present, but not yet harmonized. And Dumbledore embodies the counterbalance because Dumbledore holds what Snape cannot access, the long view, the ability to see the whole pattern while everyone else sees only pieces. There's a quieter scene earlier in the story when Harry is standing in front of what they called the Mirror of Erised, which is desire spelled backwards. He's standing in front of the mirror, transfixed. And the mirror shows him what he wants most desperately, his family, whole and alive. He returns to it night after night, unable to tear himself away. And one night, Dumbledore finds him there. And with great gentleness, he says that the mirror shows us nothing more or less than the deepest and most desperate desires of our hearts, and that men have wasted away before it, not knowing whether what they see is real or even possible. And he tells Harry, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. And that's divine wisdom, not cold or harsh, but compassionate and clear, seeing exactly what Harry needs and offering it with love. Connors writes that wisdom is clear, crystal clear about the difference between being right and doing the right thing. And Dumbledore doesn't tell Harry he's wrong to want his family back. He simply, wisely, lovingly turns him back towards life. And yet, even Dumbledore's wisdom was imperfect. He made a grave mistake when he attempted to examine a cursed object, something called a Horcrux, without sufficient caution. And it cost him dearly, actually marking the beginning of the end of his life, which is perhaps the most human and hopeful thing about both of these characters. Neither is perfect in their expression of these powers. Snape's love was real and wounded. Dumbledore's wisdom was profound and infallible, or fallible, just like ours. Wirtz reminds us that consciousness building comes through choice making, and we do not grow spiritually until our choices are based on spiritual guidance. We're all learning, we're all practicing, and we're allowed to get it wrong sometimes and begin again. I love stories like this because they give us an opportunity to be touched by the truth in a way that's safe. They stir our hearts and inspire us to step into greater versions of ourselves. But it's also helpful to know what this might look like in my life or yours. What does love anchored in wisdom look like in an ordinary life? And because it's safest, I'll use an example from my own life. About 10 years ago, I found myself on a plane to New York with my daughter, facing one of the harder things that I've ever had to do. My father was aging and needed care, and the practical reality was that bringing him to Washington to live near me made the most sense. And the problem was, he didn't want to come. And I couldn't move to where he was. Oh, the desire for control. I knew what I wanted to do, and I just wanted to do it. He just needed to listen to me to tell him what was going to happen, because then it would be easier for me. It was the right thing to do. But something else in me wasn't comfortable with just taking over his life and forcing him to accept my plan at 90 years old. My father's dignity and agency mattered. Love without wisdom might get him to Washington, but it would cost him something essential in the process. So remember that quote again. Wisdom is crystal clear about the difference between being right and doing the right thing. So I did what I learned to do when I genuinely don't know what to do. I got quiet and I prayed. And if I'm honest, I cried and then I got quiet and then I prayed. But I stopped trying to figure it out, and I allowed wisdom and love to show me the way. And what came was simple. I offered him a choice, 2 real choices, both laid out honestly and completely, what staying in New York would look like and what moving to Washington would look like, a full picture of each. And then I gave him the night to decide. I presented both options, told him I'd return the next morning for his answer, and we made plans to visit an office supply store because his printer had died and he needed a new one. And so the next morning I arrived to find him not quite ready. And I was kind of puzzled, so I reminded him about the printer. And he put on this really, if you'd known my dad, he wasn't a jokester. And so for him to do a joke was like, So he put on this most quizzically comical face, and he said, well, what will I need a printer in Washington for? And I'm like, is that a joke, Dad? So just like that, the decision was made, and his dignity was intact. And that's what it can look like in an ordinary life when love and wisdom work together. Connor writes that when our capacity to love is leveled up through willingness to see differently and act differently, our consciousness is transformed. This kind of love generates kindness and compassion, tolerance and patience, acceptance and appreciation. So again, whether you walked in here today on cloud 9 or feeling like you're in the middle of a toilet flush or sitting at the bottom of a bleak pit, wondering if the light is ever going to come back, know that love is with you. Wisdom is with you. Strength and faith from last week are still with you. They are here, right now, right here, in you, as you. They're bidden or unbidden. They're just waiting to be remembered and consciously chosen. Will you join me in a time of reflection? If you would, just take a deep breath. Allow yourself to come all the way here to this moment, right here, right now. And if it's comfortable, you can allow your eyes to close, or you can soften your gaze. And just let your body settle into this moment in whatever way feels good to it. And I'd like you to bring to mind someone you care about, someone you love. Someone whose face arrives naturally when you think of the word love. And just notice, what does that feel like in your body? Where do you feel it? Do you feel it in your chest, your throat, your belly, all over? Does it feel warm? Can you feel a pull towards that person? That's where love announces itself, but it doesn't stop there. Let's let it go deeper. Let's let it deepen. Let it move from feeling into something more steady, more conscious, more chosen, more there just because it's there. And allow it to expand so that it fills as much of you as you can allow it to fill. This love that is just there, that does not require an outer object, is your spiritual power. It's not just something that happened to you, but something you chose to bring forward, chose to feel, chose to express. And then perhaps think of a situation in your life right now that feels unresolved. Something where you genuinely don't know the next right step. And just notice if your mind all of a sudden hopped down the bandwagon and said, let me figure that out for you. I can fix it. Let me start giving you all these options. Let me find a solution for you. That's the mind doing what minds do. And just notice it. It's okay. And now beneath that mental noise, that figuring out energy, maybe a feeling of urgency, maybe a feeling of not knowing, at back of that or underneath that, can you sense something quieter? Something that's not anxious, something steady, something that can hold the whole picture without needing to force it into resolution right now, in this moment. That's wisdom, already present, already in you. Just holding that space, knowing that there is something that can come from a deeper place. And now what happens when you let these two simply be present together? Love, that feeling, and wisdom. That space. Side by side, neither one rushing, neither forcing. What if the answer you've been looking for isn't something to figure out, but something to allow, or maybe even something to surrender to? Allow yourself to be quiet and make space for the right feeling, the right knowing to arrive. If something comes, great. If it doesn't come now, it's okay. Wisdom doesn't always arrive on our schedule, but it will arrive. Take a breath. And know this. You walked in here today with love. You walked in here today with wisdom, with faith, with strength. And they have been present in you every moment of your life, doing what they do. Harmonizing, discerning, and holding you together, even when you didn't know it. Because they are yours. Always. And take one final breath. And when you're ready, allow yourself to open your eyes, return to the sanctuary, or leave them closed and just enjoy the music.
Close my eyes, I open my heart, I take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in. I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise. The Spirit rise up, I clear my mind. I'm here and now in present time. I feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one. Rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. Rise, rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. Rise in me. I sing to you, I sing to you, you sing to me, you sing to me. Change up this noise, make sweet harmony. Come on and rise, rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. Rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. Rise in me. Heart to heart, heart to heart, hand in hand, no turning back. Onward to promised land. Do you feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark? Oh, we rise as one. Love's calling, calling out your name. Love's calling. That's why we came. Love's calling, calling out your name. Love's calling. It's why we came. Come on and rise, rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. Rise, rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. Rise up, 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 rise up.
Is it me? Oh my gosh. You just get better and better. I can't believe it. Whoa! Amazing. So, in closing today's service, please join us in saying our community blessing and prayer protection, followed by a closing prayer and song. Please stand if you're able, and let's say together, beloved friends, I see your divine light. I see your open heart. I see your life transforming. I celebrate your identity as you radiate your life in the world. And our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you for being here today. Wasn't that worth it?
Yeah.
So as we head across the parking lot into the community center next door and pick our way past the dirt pile, you will see a porta potty. You don't have to use it. The toilets are working next door in the Unity Heights building. They've made sure that we would be able to use the restrooms on Sunday. So rest assured. But also, as we make our way over there, let's make sure to take our radical welcome with us. And let's put our arms around, or respecting sticker colors, let's embrace our newcomers and make sure that we make a moment to talk to them, welcome them. Really, let's put our radical welcome, let's put wheels on it and make it happen next door as well as here in the sanctuary. And so now I invite you to close your eyes one more time and just breathe in that knowing of the love and wisdom that already resides in you, of the strength and the faith that already resides in you. Allow that knowing to deepen just a little bit more than you've ever allowed it to be before. And with each breath in and each breath out, just imagine that you are increasing your awareness and the strength of those. It's like you're exercising a muscle, and with each exhale, you're releasing those powers into the atmosphere around you. And I know that most of us know someone in our lives, or a situation in the world, or a situation in our own lives or ourselves that might be able to use a little shot in the arm of this kind of vibration. And so if that's true, just hold that in mind. Because even as you do so, because we are one, that allows that energy to mix with this energy and maybe, just maybe, lift it up a little bit more. And then take your attention, if you would, and place it on your feet and let that contact of your feet with the floor serve as a reminder, a symbol of your oneness with all of life. And whatever gift that you have received from being in this community this morning, even if you are not yet aware of what it might be, I invite you to take the time to give it space. Allow it to take root in you. And give yourself full permission, more permission than you've ever given yourself before, to be willing to experience your divine identity and inheritance as love, as wisdom, as faith, as strength, as intelligence, as peace, as harmony, as the light of the world. And just let that soak all the way in. Because this is our time, and we are the ones. And so I invite you to carry the light that you are out into the world and let yourself shine. Be your full, magnificent self, because you matter. You make a difference. So let's let it be one of love, shall we? And if that in any way resonates with you, I invite you to join me in saying, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Nina. Before we part ways, I just want to say a quick thank you to our Sunday morning team. We have our youth ministry and hospitality just across the parking lot, our AV team, ushers, prayer chaplains. Thank you so much, Inez, for being our celebration host today. And thank you to our musicians. And Vicki and Heather, you guys just really, 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 really brought it today. And just thank you for sharing your gift with not just me. I selfishly would keep it for myself. But thank you for sharing it with all of us, because you guys are just a blessing. So thank you. And thank you to each one of you that are here today. I always tell you that you're beautiful, and you are. I love to see all your smiling faces. I like to see you jamming when we get a groove going on up here. But thank you for sharing your energy and your joy and your smiles with us. It means the world. So thank you for being here this morning.
Let there be peace, peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace, peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace, peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace, peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Have a great week, everybody.